too much. Is that okay? So, creation and fall. And in relation to political authority, here we're looking at the whole question of, does the biblical narrative give us any sense about the origins of political authority? And the debate that we'll see that's gone on, we'll touch here on Christian tradition. We'll do most of that later on as we've looked at the biblical story. But here there's a key debate within Christian tradition about, is political authority a created good? Is it part of God's good creation that there is political authority? Or is it more a preserving grace? It's a response to the fact that we are fallen, that we haven't lived as God wanted to live, and so because we're in a mess, because we're sinful, God has graciously sought to preserve his good creation that we've messed up by providing a structure of political authority for us. So that's one of the big debates that has gone on in political theology down through the centuries. The whole question of the origin of political authority is, of course, one that you will find in lots of Western political thought. The story is told about a debate as to what the oldest profession might be. None of them are the ones that you might think of when people talk about the oldest profession. But this is a question about what is the oldest profession if you're looking to the book of Genesis. And the story is that in a discussion amongst a number of professions, the surgeon argues that his is the oldest profession because you have in Genesis 2:21, the Lord God, while the man was asleep, took one of the man's ribs and closed up the place with flesh. So clearly, the oldest profession is a surgeon. That immediately, of course, is countered, pretty obviously, both in terms of the process and in terms of the text, by just going back to the beginning of that verse. The oldest profession is the anaesthetist, because the Lord God caused the man to fall into deep sleep. So, that is the oldest profession.